welcome to the Luz Lumiere channel. I appreciate you clicking on this video and getting your guidance from it. I know that you could have clicked on anybody else's video, but you're here with me and giving me some of your time. I appreciate that. This is a pick a card reading based off of the question, what do I need to know about him? What do I need to know about him that's in our highest good? Right? Maybe what's going on with him? What do I need to know about him? That's the question I'll be answering. I will do my best to read and get the guidance for that situation. With what you need to know about him. I will be shuffling the cards on camera. I typically will put the timestamps in the description box below, and this is a raw recording, so it's not edited, so you will hear me saying things in between. In the last recording that I did like this, there were some extra guidance that came through for people, so I would say when you pick your number, stay till I actually start reading for the other number, because sometimes, like, I know there was some extra guidance that came through the last time I did this raw and live. So whenever I do these raw readings, I hope you picked your number. I mean, I've gabbed enough. Whenever I do these live readings, it typically tells me that I should probably do all of the numbers. And if you've noticed, oh, come on. We have two new numbers in the family, 8 and 9. I think we had them in the last live. If you've been subscribed and you've been here since 1, 2, 3, 4. No, if you've been here since 1, 2, and 3, there's like a 4. There was a video I was recording where there was all of a sudden a 5. Because I was called to make a 5. And that was a group that made sense for that person watching. So it's crazy how this happens. We will be starting with number 8. For anybody watching, if you're still watching, I appreciate that. The timestamps are below. But if this resonates with you, I would love it if you liked the video. I'd love it if you subscribed and joined the Luz Lumiere world. And I'd love to see you in the comments too. Also, if you would like a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. So let's go ahead and start, shall we? Number 8. Welcome, number 8. I don't know your name, so I have to call you by the number. What do you need to know about him? What does number 8 need to know about him? I do jumping cards, so this might take a while. Thank you. What does number 8 need to know about him? Okay. Romance cards? Y'all got something to say? What does number 8 need to know about him? Oh, I can't do that. Get back in there. Alright. What does number 8 need to know about him? I'm already getting a story from the cards that I've flipped out. Okay, we'll come back to that if we need to. Education in protection. Wandering circus. Unexpected visitors. Golden Palace in protection. Wedding in reverse. you're new, you're probably wondering why they're laid out like this. This is just my method. I explained that in my like 30-minute long welcome video. The cards or the message guides me to move them in such a way that they tell the story. So off the bat, like first impressions, I'm getting he's a bit stubborn. He's not ready for marriage or that kind of commitment yet. He really is enjoying still his freedom and attached to it. Maybe not say a slave to it, but he's married to his freedom right now. I'm pausing because these don't feel right. I just wonder if this is what's saying. Because they came out kind of funny, and then even when I put them down, either way, I feel like something came up for him recently. Something unexpected, something he wasn't expecting. I'm not sure if it's you or what, but whatever it is, he feels it would lead him to the land of milk and honey. Like, his dreams will come true. But he doesn't want it yet. Do you understand that? Like, I think that's why these cards feel weird. Like, like if it is you, like unexpected news or something unexpected has happened in his life and he thinks it's gonna lead him to the milk and honey, land of milk and honey, and wedding is also kind of like the ultimate union of people. I mean, this card upright is this, right? This is very much like finances and things like that, but it's also like just like abundance. I mean, it's a golden castle. I don't think you're unhappy if you're living in a golden castle. But you are unhappy if you're living in a golden castle, if you're afraid of living in a golden castle, if you're afraid of what that means, that people's, they're not ready for it. This really does add to the story of being stubborn, still kind of learning lessons and repeating past stuff, past mistakes. You're still learning, right? And this is about going at it alone and freedom. I'm getting that. That's what I got when I saw the spread. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And freedom. Kind of worried about it, about what they're losing, but also just being like, slowly also moving towards this. You see? Like, yes, there is some independence here, but something just happened just now. They realize that they're going on their own and they're going at their own pace. But he's also slowly realizing that he is moving towards that. You see? In a way, but he doesn't want that yet. Because he's looking back at his past life being like, man, like, I just want to be young still. I'm not ready to let go of my, what my life was. But he's also going at it alone and kind of figuring that out at sea, trying to figure it out. This is him. This guy is like, kind of stoic. And she's like, you alright? You alright? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm alright. I'm fine. But he's like, not. So yeah, this tells me this story. This tells me that. I'm so happy that I'm like in tune with this shit, because yeah, maybe it is you, right? Maybe it is you or something. I don't know. Maybe he's moving. Maybe, I mean, let's see. Maybe there's a move coming, and I don't know. Maybe, but something unexpected happened. It could be you. It could be something else related to finances or whatever he believes that could be. There's something. Could be you. Could be something else. But it's unexpected. He was not expecting it. And it's thrown him for a loop. And even though this unexpected news is attached to this kind of, promise, this land of milk and honey, this is what I call it, the golden palace, the wish fulfilled. He's like, I'm not ready for it. I don't want it yet. Yeah, like, he's not ready. He's just not ready. He's still learning what he needs to learn. This is crazy. There's lots of changes going on. There also might be something happening in his life towards soon. I don't know what, but I'm getting a timey message here. Like towards the end of the month. Yep. Anyway, yeah, I'm feeling like I need to pull one more card, but I don't want to mess myself up. Oh, I feel like my personal deck is like looking at me, being like, hey, pay attention to me. Keep an open mind to true love. I was gonna say that this is for you. I was gonna say that, the guidance coming in for you during this time is to keep an open mind. And then I saw true love and I was like, okay. I think he might be aware that for me, true love is opportunity. True love, when I see this card, like, we've bonded enough for me to see that. You don't need to know those details. I think since we're doing a reading about him, I feel like this is you. Like, the guidance is like, because you're like, what am I supposed to do? Like, if he's just not waiting and he doesn't want this, like, what am I supposed to do? If you are, like, kind of hoping for this and you thought it was, whatever. Maybe he said some things to you, like, I've never felt like this before, or you're such a special woman, like, you're something special, blah, 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 whatever. Special person. I was saying this, keep an open mind. However, I think he's keeping an open mind. Like, even though he wants his freedom, even though he da-da-da-da, even though he's reluctantly moving towards that, if maybe, right? Reluctantly moving towards that, he is keeping an open mind. I don't think he's necessarily cut it off. And I think he's aware of what you guys' bond is. He's just not ready, but he is taking his time and keeping an open mind over what this could be between you two. She's so over it. You see that angel? She's like, calm the fuck on. No, I did not snort. Thank you. Yeah, I did a little bit. I feel like this is you, where you're like, this is us, but you won't text me back. Like that meme. Yeah. This has gone on long enough. 8, you guys have gotten a really good reading. Okay. That's enough. If you want a personal reading, we can do that. Information is in the description box below. I appreciate you being here. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Don't forget to let me know what number you picked, because sometimes people be saying stuff and I'm like, yeah, but I don't know what number you picked. Like, I'm nosy too. Anyway, I appreciate you watching this video, rather. And I hope that you got the guidance that you need to know, right? God bless you. Keep your light on, and good luck. Oh, my back. My neck. My back. I'm feeling like number uno. Numero uno. I'm going to move you here really quickly. The disadvantage of shooting live is that I can't pause and like do stuff. I don't even know who I'm talking to. I think 8 left. Alright. Number ones. Welcome, number one. Welcome to your reading of what do you need to know about him, right? Is that the question? What do you need to know about him? What do you need to know about him? What's going on with him? What do you need to know that's in you all's highest good? Right? What does number one need to know about him? What does number one need to know about him? What does number one need to know about him? Jesus Christ. Okay. No. I'm done with you. Alright. What does number one need to know about him? What does number one need to know about him? What does number one need to know about him? What does number one need to know about him? I don't know what to do. Okay. I don't know what to do. Please come back. What does number one need to know about him? What does number one need to know about him? Okay. We got Moonlight. We got Listening. And we got Golden Palace. Aww. He's following his intuition. This is beautiful. You have an enlightened man. He's following his intuition. He's this light, bro. Yeah, he's following his intuition. Because he knows it's gonna lead him to the Golden Palace, which is the land of milk and honey, which is the promised land. It is the wish fulfilled. Everything is working out as it should. I think he's changed a bit. He's a bit of a changed man. He might be maybe quiet right now, but I think he might be doing some reflection and just listening to himself and trying to figure out what he wants and what's for him and what moves to make. Yeah. Romance Angels, y'all got something to say about this? Romance Angel, what does number one need to know about him? You guys, what does number one need to... Okay, I just need you to, like, flip out. Okay? You know how this works. Stop it! There's so much! I can't. I never know how to read these when you just do this to me. I'm gonna put these back because I'm afraid of these. Okay, I'm afraid of these, so that probably is a message. Okay. We have healing family issues and keeping an open mind. This just got a little complicated. Okay. It's just got a little complicated. And then separation and make the effort. What did I say about these? I was a little scared about these. Separation says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. What does this mean? This contradicts what we were saying earlier. Oh, I guess it doesn't. Human beings will do what human beings do. Alright, well, maybe even though he's like following his intuition and he's listening to himself, like maybe he's kind of withdrawn from you. And I think he's aware of that. I don't think he wants to separate from you. I think he's afraid of separating from you. That's what I'm getting. I mean, I think it feels like this is what he's afraid of, a separation. And he's also afraid of the steps that he has to take towards you. So whatever he's been getting from his intuition about the land of milk and honey, he's afraid, like he's reluctant to follow that guidance. I think he really wants to make sure of whatever it is. And it's keeping an open mind. These two cards showed up in the previous readings. Man. And this healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I don't know if he's going through some changes or if there's someone in his family that's ill. But this just got a little complicated. Oh, a little complicado. So what's the story you're telling me here then? I know more romance cards want to pop out. Okay, fine. Give me what else you need to tell me. I'll read it all. Just don't pop up a whole deck. Just stop it. Chemistry. You deserve love. This got real complicated real fast. You are lovable. There is a strong magnetic attraction here in reverse. What are you doing to me here? I don't know the story anymore. I know it relates. How do you relate? Where do you fit? You fit here. Why are you in reverse? Did you guys have an argument? Did you guys have an argument? Yeah, did you guys have an argument? Because while this is a card of following your intuition, she always strikes me as a little bit lonely. Now I'm seeing that time thing. Did you guys have an argument? Whatever you guys argued about, he's really thinking about it. Did you say something about his parents, about his family, where he grew up, or something? Like, did you get personal? What happened, number one? What happened? And while he doesn't want to separate, he's like, was or is thinking about it, and he doesn't want to make the effort. Because he's kind of still being stubborn about it. Which is weird. Like, overall, he thinks that you guys are the land of milk and honey. But then there's separation here. And make the effort in keeping an open mind. So perhaps after the argument, he was probably had some doubts about you guys. And he's just trying to figure out what his intuition is telling him. I think he predominantly knows that you are, whatever you guys have is good, or has been good, or whatever. I mean, the Golden Palace does not lie. Let me read it to you. I'm probably going to have to pull another card for clarification, because I don't understand. I feel like... Okay. It represents good fortune, ambitions fulfilled, wealth, and prosperity. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that's long overdue. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have, no matter how abundant your life is. Instead, it comes from what you are, how authentically you're living your life, and how much love you're willing to share. Things come and go, and knowing your true value leads to even greater riches now. Share the wealth. Girl, what happened? He's listening to his intuition. His intuition is telling him something. I feel like you guys had an argument. And if you're someone who had an argument with your whomever and you didn't apologize, either you all are headed for some sort of separation to be this. Yeah, he might not. Like, I was scared to flip these over, and I'm not sure if that's me picking up on him or me picking up on you, or him really contemplating just saying, like, this is it. Like, this is it. I don't deserve this kind of thing. I need clarification, y'all. I got a new deck, and that deck is real concise. I might pull from there, but I don't want to. I want to. Can we clarify the situation of, like, what we need to know about him right now? Like, what from... Alright, that is... Magical map shifter. And protection. That's funny. He's like one of the only men in the deck. Alright. I might read from the book because I want to be as clear about this message as possible. Alright. This fits with the breakup story. Perhaps you're in denial about your situation and refuse to see the truth, or maybe you've been traveling down a path that has constantly led you to a field of poppies, where you fall asleep and dream of desires that never find their form. To have the life you really want, you must be a vibrational energy and resonate with it. Sometimes our greatest hurts and disappointments are what awaken us to our need to shift to a higher frequency. If your heart aches because someone is breaking it, this discomfort will lead you to a more authentic life. Yup. And, oh, sorry about that. And this lady right here. Don't linger in the pain or the blame, or blame the magical map shifter for alerting you to the illusion you clung to. Y'all, what happened? The illusion of chemistry. You guys, what the fuck? What happened? Know that treasure lies elsewhere and can be recovered once you've healed the wound. Healing. That is reflected in those who come to as catalysts for growth, as you experience yourself transforming into the highest version of yourself. You'll come to understand that you're always fortunate when the magical... You guys, I don't know what happened, but... I don't know what happened, but if the storyline of having an argument fit, this is intuition and listening. So he really might be listening to whatever was said, if there was truth in it, and is keeping an open mind despite whatever. And it could be, the wound is where the light enters. It's just, this took a turn. I will need to watch this back and see what the heck happened here. But overall, I mean, the only protection card is the magical map shifter. The guidance overall is that what you need to know about him is he is moving towards being more authentic with himself, right? To the land of milk and honey, which is him, his truth, his being. This whole separation and making the effort. He's either scared to, because y'all had a scathing, seething talk, or he doesn't want to. He might be heavily contemplating separation, and in order to tend to himself so he can be who he wants to be. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what's up. If that is the story that rings true for you in your situation. Otherwise, that's what you need to know about him. Number one. That's what you need to know about him. I would love it if you subscribed and came back next time for a future video. Until then, keep your light on and good luck. Hey, number twos. What do you need to know about him? I just saw a card. We'll see if it pops up. What do you need to know about him? What does number two need to know about him? Oh, come on. We just... What? What does number two need to know about him? Okay. What does number two need to know about him? What does number two need to know about him? You guys, what does number two need to know about him? I know you got something to say. Okay. I'll take it. Okay, number two, we have protecting treasure. Listening in protection. Coming apart. Healing the ouch. Children and new love. Excusez-moi. Doobie-doo-doo. Dom-a-loo-loo. Little Lulu, little Lulu. And the sky high, I know it's true, Lou. Little Lulu, you're the best. Little Lulu, I love you just the same, the same. Little Lulu, I love you just the same. If this is your first time watching, this is how the messages feel good in certain places. The cards feel good in certain places. Just trying to figure out what feels off about this. This is a mess. This is a mess. I feel like there's just a lot going on here. Okay, I don't know how to fix that. I don't know why it looks tilted. Shouldn't be. Okay, the romance angels say your love life is being affected by children. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So this is, what do you need to know about him? What? Yeah, what do you need to know about him? Oh, what do you need to know about him? I feel like the protecting treasure and children are together, but they just don't want to be together on the board, and I'm trying to find, like, why? No. I don't know what's going on here. I'm sorry, number 2. I typically would have paused the video and come back with a clearer reading, but it's because I'm recording this live. You just kind of have to wait until I actually figure this out. Get a clear message of what's going on here. I just need one story. I just need one narrative. Clearly something's going on here. And I think it actually has to do with actual children or some childishness, because the games I'm playing with my, like, energies right now is a lot. This is unnecessary. What do we need to know about him? What's he doing right now? What do we need to know about him? Yeah, there might be some, like, childish games in one story, or in both. Really. Something happened for him. He's been hurt. You know, I think he's been hurt, and I'm not sure who this is. Like, I'm not sure if this is you, or if he's been hurt and he's getting his wet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I offended somebody with that one. I don't know if he's been hurt. Like, maybe you guys had an argument, or you guys just recently broke up, or I don't know, but something is happening in his life, and he's trying to distract himself with some new. And you might be the new, or someone else is the new. But he's really trying to distract himself. She's standing out to me, but I'm also looking at him, like, I feel like he's trying to distract himself from what's going on inside him, where he's really trying to, you know, that phenomenon where, like, when you're in pain, like when you just broke up with somebody, you kind of want to stick it in their faces by, like, posting pictures of you out, looking fine, look, like, really just being like, yeah, now I'm hot, they all on me, you know, something like that, like, just flossing, kind of like that. And he's if he is doing that, like, whatever that is, it's a childish game, because really what's going on is he's hurting and he's trying to heal himself. This is the story I'm gonna go with. He's hurting, he's trying to heal himself, because he feels like he's coming apart, things aren't going the way that he thought they would be, and he's not listening to his intuition to, like, heal. He's going after the new. You still don't feel right there. He's protecting himself in the way, like, in a stereotypical way of, like, rather than attending to himself, he's attending to himself by kind of immersing himself in other things to distract him from having to heal and what's going on with him. Just sad and crying on the inside. The pain he's feeling. See? And this is him trying to protect himself. This looks like the same girl. Like, he's just really trying to protect himself from that. But in another story, I get that these two are connected. Children and protecting treasure. Treasure being the children, actual physical children. And he's just trying to protect them. I don't know if that's someone's scenario. Like, what do you need to know about him? Like, maybe that's our message, that there's whomever you're thinking about is trying to protect his children, and maybe that's why he doesn't blah blah. Like, maybe you are the new love and he's trying to protect his children, and he doesn't want to introduce them to all these sorts of ladies and blah 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 blah. And maybe you're like, but why? And he's like, he's just trying to protect them. He's just trying to do his best to protect his kids while healing from the past person that he was with who hurt him, and he was falling apart, and his falling apart affected his children, and now he's like, no, I have strict rules over who meets my kids. I have strict rules over who meets my kids. Sorry. So there could be that story too. How can these cards tell such a different story? But either way, he's protecting what he cares about, either protecting his psyche or protecting his psyche and his children from whatever that new is. In the other story, he's protecting his psyche by going after, you know, that to kind of heal, as a way of him to heal. But what are you saying? I feel like in that story, he's not listening to himself or to someone else. Tell me about this. I'm gonna go to the book for that one, because I want to see what fits in this story. It's not telling me much. What do you need to know about him? You know, the reason why I don't do him readings is because it's like tapping into someone else who's not here and tapping into number two, like whomever is watching this. And it's that dance between tapping into what you need to know about them for you. You get me? So I can't say what is what. I'm not that reader who can tell you that, oh, this is that, like, there's a story here, but I don't know everything, because there's also general people watching this. So not only that, there's like many hymns, there's many twos, and then there's a storyline or two here. It could be the same one, I don't know. There's just a lot of doubt. Do you understand? Funny though, I do see this 38, 39. This could go with the physical children one. He's healing himself and through protecting his treasures, his kids, which is cute. But we're trying to figure out the listening card. I'm just thinking he's not listening to himself. But it also means he could not be listening to people. So I'm not sure if you've tried reaching out to him or tried to reason with him, but he's really not having it. Yeah, he's not really having it. Maybe he feels like he's not being heard, but I feel like it's his, like him, he's not, like he's not hearing his own inner pleas to heal. You know, you get me? In that one story where he needs to heal, but he's going about it by pursuing Nunu when he needs to heal himself. Like, he needs to protect himself and heal himself, like she's doing with, like she's taking care of her own hair. Let's see. Coming apart also means going different ways. It's almost like the separation of the stack. So but how does it relate to the story? Taking separate paths from who? Yourself? Or if one of the scenarios has been right for you, that either he's something about his kids, or he's going after Nunu and you're not Nunu. The message of coming apart is also about separation and breaking up, and not breaking up, but just like the book says, if someone wishes to break away from you, don't chase the relationship out of a sense of fear. The price you'll pay will not be worth the price. Separation brings good fortune. I'm just trying to figure, okay, I need to go back to the question. What do I need to know about him? What do I need to know about him? Him coming apart. Who is coming apart? He is coming apart. Does that mean he's chasing, avoiding separation? Or is he coming apart? Ooh, number 2, your man is complicated. Even trying to assemble the cards was difficult for me. This is tough. What's the story here, number two? You better let me know in the comments. I spent a lot of time on you. We only on the third one. What is going on? This is where a tarot reader would come through on this. Let's get... I need you to clarify... Yeah, I need you to clarify... Oh, stop it. Peaks of Joy and Golden Palace. Every reading has had the Golden Palace. Okay, every man is so far is chasing and looking for the land of milk and honey. All right, so he's chasing his joy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. So the thing is, this little girl, you see her, and this little girl, and this woman remind me of each other. So how do I explain this? How do I explain this? How do I explain this? I just need something clear. All right. I was looking to clarify the coming apart, and these are the two cards that popped up, which help immensely. Okay? Let me explain why. Coming apart says, this is a sign to put an end to what is no longer working for you. Has a commitment been broken? Perhaps you need a break. Perhaps you need to break a promise or change course because you took on more than you could handle. This is a perfect time to reassess your goals and values. Yeah. Are your actions in alignment with what you believe in? Have you created a partnership that is not mutually beneficial? Separation, dissolution, and dispersion are all in focus now. If someone wishes to break away from you, don't chase the relationship out of a sense of fear. The price you'll pay will not be worth the price. Separation brings good fortune. And I believe that's what he believes, because Peaks of Joy is here, and Golden Palace, Land of Milk and Honey, fruition fulfilled, going here. So stepping into his shoes, he believes that, I think he knows whatever he has to do is to definitely get to this. And he is doing some healing, but there's something about his healing that he's missing the mark on. Okay? And I believe that has to do with the new love. Like something about this, the focus, this feels funky. And I'm not sure who that is. I'm not sure if it's you. I'm not sure if it's someone else or someone else's. I really have no idea. I couldn't tell you. So he is thinking that whatever is this going on will lead him to this joy in the land of milk and honey. But he's missing something. He's not listening to something. Either himself, or he doesn't feel like he's being heard. AKA from himself is what I'm gonna go with. Yeah, but I do believe that the earlier message of someone dealing with a childish guy is a factor. Yeah, that message feels very, very true. Or he's acting childish right now in his own way. Maybe not to you necessarily, but kind of the methods he's using to heal or go about this is juvenile. I don't like having to say that because I don't. That's the problem. Like I doing readings like this, I want to take sides. And the side I want to take is number two's side, because what do you need to know about this? And so the message doesn't come through as clearly as it should, as I want it to, as I need it to. Anyway, I hope you got what you needed from here. I don't know. There was a lot going on here. A lot going on here. Oh, let me know what's good, number two. Let me know what's good. That's a lot. Jesus Christ. If number two, if you're still here, let me pull a card for you. What does... Any messages for number two about this? Oh, fuck my life. Any guidance? Alright. Whomever this guy is, wherever he's at, whatever he's doing, whatever, go with the flow. I feel like if you've been pushing something, so maybe the listening upside down was you just kind of talking his ear off. I'm not trying to be insensitive, but that might have been what it is. You're trying to force things, trying to go against the current. Just ride the wave of this place, because where you're at is where you're at. Where he's at is where he's at. So if he could be the one, if you believe this, if you want him to be the one, if this is where you're at, I had to do this because this message was so fucking just all over the place. Like I couldn't get a clear read on him. So maybe you've been pushing so fucking hard that look, I'm gonna blame you, right? I just can't get through all the fog in my head because you're like, make it happen, and you just need to ride the wave. So when you look at the this could be the one card, it says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. So I feel like you might believe this, and if you do believe this, then you might need to give him time to sort out whatever he needs to sort out, and you might just have to, like the spirit of place talks about being where you're at. Every place has a certain spirit. Every place has a certain energy. And if this is where you're at, just kind of be here and take care of you and just be in that space. Don't try to push things forward. Don't try to like move things, like force things forward. Let's see. Alright, yeah. Like, be in this place now. And this message, I'm going to read the whole thing from the book because I think that's needed. It says, you may be mistaking a rogue wave for a fun ride. You can only coast for so long before you hit the shoreline with a smack. The tide is ebbing, and your activities are now preparing you for when that wonderful wave comes in for you to ride. You're meant to learn how to be a strong swimmer now. Don't worry, preparation ensures a successful result. However, you must wait patiently for the right moment to come. Now is the time for conscious preparation and skill building. So, like I was saying earlier, like, focus on you. Let me see if there's any wisdom from the text itself, because there's always something. Whenever I'm confused, it always grounds me in the message of, like, where I'm supposed to be going. Authenticity is the essence of power. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. I like this line, and I think that makes sense with all the freaking confusion. When the spirit of place arrives in your reading, it says that the answer to your query is in the overarching theme of your circumstances. If your inquiry relates to finding love, then embody love rather than to long for it. If your question is about struggle, the answer is to relax and let go of your need to control the situation. Once you find the essential truth that underlies your question and then name it, you'll discover the answer you've been seeking. Your greatest power is your authenticity. The question we were asking is, what do you need to know about him? So perhaps the question is, what do you need to know about you? Oh, good luck, number 2. If you stuck around, I hope you got that message. It's the best I can do. I tried. I really did. Alright, honey. Keep your light on. Meet me in the comments. Don't yell at me. Don't come for me. Good luck. Oh, cool. Taking a bit of a break. will-o'-the-wisp, a clown. Many a things you know you'd like to tell her. Many a things she ought to understand. Hey, number 5. Welcome to your reading. What do you need to know about him? Does number 5 need to know about him? What does number 5 need to know about him? What does number 5 need to know about him? I'm laughing because the previous reading was so messy. Lord above, this is why I don't do straight recordings raw, because this is just a bit much. What does number 5 need to know about him? What does number 5 need to know about him? What does number 5 need to know about him? What does number 5 need to know about him? Jeez. What does number 5 need to know about him? What does number 5 need to know about him? Alright, number 5. I think you're giving me some peace. Your man is giving me some peace. Spark. Follow the leader. Keep an open mind. What does number 5 need to know about him? What's the story here? Wait. I think he feels good about you. I think you add like brightness to his life. You add that little special something something. I feel like maybe he was alone and he feels something good with you. You know, she's trying to play her little heart out to nourish the ground here. I feel like this is maybe what he feels about you, which is really sweet. Bringing balance back into his world, helping him out. Bring the fertile ground, the dead stuff back in his life. And here, follow the leader and keep an open mind. To me, says he's just following this feeling right now. He's enjoying spending time with you. He's enjoying having you in his life. He's enjoying where he's at in his life. I think he feels really good. If this is not about you, he feels pretty decent about his life. Yeah, he feels good about his life, and he's just following his intuition, following his inspired action. Maybe he has a mentor and he's listening to them, and he's definitely keeping an open mind about whatever this is. Maybe you came out of nowhere for him. Maybe he wasn't really expecting to fall for you or feel what he feels about you, but this is nice. After that last one, this is really nice. Jesus Christ, y'all. Yeah, I think he feels really good about you. Let's see what Spark says so we can get a little bit more insight. Yeah. Yeah. This really sums it up. There's a spark of creativity in you, and you have every reason to move forward with optimism and hope. So I think that's how he feels about this, because we also have the follow the leader, and I think he's following whatever he's feeling, just like this little angel that's flying through here. I think he's enjoying whatever this is. I think he's this lady. She still stands out to me. He's really just kind of like enjoying and leaning into whatever situation y'all are in. That's what I'm getting. I mean, yeah, they're having fun here. They're having fun here. Yeah, this is really cute. This makes sense. Finally, God, it says open yourself to inspiration and allow life to show you its beauty and your part in co-creating. Open yourself up. He's definitely doing that. Attraction is high as you connect with others who can co-create joyous experiences. So I think you guys are doing. I mean, I think he feels good about you, or he feels good about where he's at right now in his life. As it relates to you, I think he's following his joy. He's following what feels good, and you feel good right now. I hope that's true. I hope that rings true for you on your end. Let's see if anything extra is coming from here. I want to give you. I mean, I gave the other people a ton of time, but that's because their situations were a bit funky. Yours is clear cut. You're good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The follow the leader card really talks about there having been yeah, it reflects this message I was saying earlier about these dead flowers here. I think he's probably been through some stuff before in his past, and good for him for opening his heart up to you and being open. Yeah, being open with you. Being open about you. Being open about what you're bringing to his life and what, you know, just being open about whatever it is that you guys have and you guys having it. Because this card does talk about some hardship. And let me read that to you so you can get a really great understanding. It says, your wisdom has been earned as a result of your bravery in the adventure of your life. The experience of battles won and lost, places discovered, tears shed, and joy revealed have placed you in a unique position to be of service to others. But I think it's to be of service to himself, and maybe he is leading by example to the people watching him in his life. But your suffering has been crystallized into a talisman of wisdom. Now you must share it. By being fully authentic, you'll lead others into the light. So I think he's probably maybe even bringing out the best in you. Or I think you're bringing out the best in him. Bless you, number 5. This was a good one. Let me know in the comments what's good. Spread some love. I'd love to hear from you in there. If you'd like to, please subscribe to the channel. I like doing all sorts of crazy transparent readings on here. I appreciate you being here. Keep the light on, and good luck. Hey, number 7. Hey, boo-boo. What do you need to know about him? Aw. Do you need... Okay. Aw. Do you need... What do you need to know about him? Aw. What else do you need to know about him? What do you need to know about him? What do you need to know about him? This feels really good so far. I hope it doesn't fuck me over like one of the others. Alright. Damn it. No, it's not a bad thing. You got home. You got metamorphosis. You got solitude in protection. You got protecting treasure in protection. Let's see what the romance angels have to say about this. Please don't, anyway. Okay. You got free yourself in reverse. You got engagement. This just got a little bit complicated. Nah, it didn't. Still feels good. Finances and career. Okay. Express your love and deception and protection. Right off the bat, when I saw the home card, I heard you feel like home. He's been through some changes and he's going through a change. He's changing. He's evolving. So maybe he might be going through some tough times, and I see that now thanks to the romance angels, who are very good to me this round. I'm getting that he is emerging from solitude and he wants to be with others, and he wants to, God, I swear, and he wants to enjoy being with people, and being out there and really just from feeling at home in himself, but also no longer wanting to be alone. Or maybe he doesn't, yeah, maybe he doesn't want to be alone any longer. He wants to be more engaged with people and really, like, deeply engaged with them. Maybe you, but, like, really connect, you know, have, like, a real deep connection with people. And I think that's as a result of the change he's going through. This free yourself, I think, is to free himself from the cage of his mind. Whatever was going on with him, I think he is feeling at home in himself too. Whatever was going on with him, he wants to free himself from that, and he's in the process of it through again, stepping out and really engaging with people. Perhaps finances and careers wasn't going so well. Maybe it's on his mind, or things have started going well for him, or he believes that going out will help with his finances and career. Deception is in reverse, which there's a message there. It's like firing, but not really settling. I think he still has like some doubts. It might be about you, about your relationship, your thing. I think he still has some doubts. He's still very much like protecting himself, and I feel like he's afraid of expressing himself. So even though he wants, in romantically, I think expressing how much you mean to him. I think he's overthinking certain things. As this for yourself is kind of like trapped in his own head, his own like obsessions, obsessive thoughts of like, oh, should I, shouldn't I, is she, isn't she, or not even just that, just like, oh, come, please come. Oh, Deception and I had a really good like chat, a really good connection before this, and I know it has something to do with like the obsession over like removing his mask, right? Like removing his mask that he's had for so long, and just kind of slowly breaking out from solitude and sharing himself. He's having trouble. Like it's not that it's too much too soon or too fast. It's just from going from being feeling alone and feeling trapped in himself to wanting to be more engaged with people, to wanting to be just out, no longer being in solitude, and with all the changes he's going through with this whole thing. And he just might be having some trouble expressing himself, expressing how he feels, or maybe he doesn't feel he's ready for it quite yet, or he's really he's having trouble. He's taking his time. Like there's a bit of a delay, I think. Not he's taking his time, or like he wants to, but he's kind of in like but I don't think it's too much to worry about. Yeah, I'm not really worried too much about it. Let's see what else we can get from protecting treasure. I do feel like he's protecting himself, but the book always has some extra insight. Yeah. Alright. Alright. I'm seeing it. Yeah. Okay. I get it. Yeah. Alright. Cool. Thanks for that. Protecting treasure, the message that I just read really hits with free yourself, very much so, and this express your love, which is sandwiched in between, and metamorphosis. So get this, okay? It says, do you easily give your loyalty to those who haven't earned it? This is a time to assess your personal loyalties and discern whether they're being returned in kind. Some relationships are made for convenience, and some favor one side over the other. Vulnerability born of fear may lead to being taken advantage of. Okay? Now, he does want deeper connections, and he does want deeper connections. It wants to be no longer in solitude. And he wants that. And express your love is here. So I do believe that he wants to. I don't think he doesn't want to, but he just might not be quite ready for it due to what this card is saying, in addition to tying this together in terms of the past and being afraid and vulnerability and acting from that place. And even though he wants to, he's kind of trapped in his own mind of like, oh, but this happened last time, or like, I don't know, or, you know, that whole thing I was saying with deception of like obsessing over, I don't know, I don't know if I should have done that kind of thing. Come through, okay? Message. Perhaps the imbalance in your relationship is due to a conscious choice you've made. This unicorn could leave any time, but they've been wounded. You see that? They've been wounded. They've been wounded, but they could stand up and just hop over here, but they don't. They've been wounded. Nothing I see. Yeah, they've been wounded. They've been wounded. They could break this little ass tree. Okay. It looks like a golden tree, so it looks like it might be hard to break, but they could. But they're just kind of tired. But he does want to free himself. He's just kind of trapped in his own mind. And there's a way to break free, but he just... Oh, I never saw that chain before. Yeah, this person's been through it, and they're trying to free themselves. They really are. They're in the process of it. And that's, God, this is so good. I'm so glad I read this, because it's like piecing everything together. It says, make sure you aren't being hurt by the arrangement, of the choices he's made. If you believe you've found some kind of protective refuge, even a cage of your own mind can be a protective refuge. This looks like it's a protective refuge. But she's stuck in a storm when she could leave and find shelter elsewhere. This is temporary shelter. Be aware that there may be a price to pay if you for a protective refuge. As here. The chain. And the whatever bullets has been going through this little guy. Jeez. It goes on to say you may also need to reassess whether you're compromising yourself in any way to achieve what is an illusion of safety. Be true to your dream and remember that angels bring the right people your way to further the path of your highest good. Remain cautious and be conscious of the give and take in all relationships and projects at this time. Don't give away the farm for a smile. It's really cute. So, yeah, man, your guy is going through some changes. He's really trying to he is finally, I think, feeling at home in himself, and in that is trying to process all the stuff that's going on for him. So I don't know, go easy on him. He's trying. He's really trying. That's what I'm getting. So thank you so much for stopping by, Seven. That was a really cute reading. I'm really glad that that you came through and gave me such a cute message. I appreciate you being here and spending time watching this. I would love it if you liked the video or commented. I want to hear from you and hear what's going on with you. Until then, I'll see you later if you subscribe, and keep the light on, and good luck. There's so many more. Hey, number 9. How you doing? What do you need to know about him? What do you need to know about him? What else do you need to know about him? What do you need to know about him? Rock bottom. Magical map shifter. Balancing act. Listening. This feels like it goes here. Interestingly enough. Your boy is going through it. And he's just trying to find some balance in this crazy life. This card says help is coming or help is there. Like someone comes to help him along his way. So maybe that's you? I don't know. But he's, is he listening? Or is he being called to listen? He's going through it, man. He's been through it. Oh, he's been through it and he's just trying to find the balance, man. He's just trying to find a way through it. He is trying to find a way through it and needs to find a way through it. Yeah, he needs to find a way through it. What do we need to know about this? What does number 9 need to know about him? What does number 9 need to know about him? What does number 9 need to know about him? What does number 9 need to know about him? What does number 9 need to know about him? What does number 9 need to know about him? So heart-to-heart conversations came out. Flew out, actually. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. Something feels weird about that. I feel like he's not ready. Like, I'm drawn to this woman, and I don't know if that's him or that's you. You see her? She's like, talk to me, tell me what's good. Like, talk to me, just talk to me, just talk to me. He's like, no. No. Leave me alone. But he's like holding on there. No, he's not. She's got him clasped. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. No. Just, Tracy, leave me alone. He might know that a heart-to-heart conversation is needed, but he's really just trying to find some sort of balance in this crazy thing we call life. Like, he's unbalanced. He recently hit rock. Well, not maybe recently. I'm thinking recently, but he's just yeah, I'm not sure if a heart-to-heart conversation is gonna happen soon or anytime soon. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I know it's upright, but I'm not feeling it. Like, that's contingent on the balance that he finds. Let's read about balance. What's good? I found myself consulting the book so much with this reading because I'm not used to reading for other people's men. Or men, period. Because, not men, period, but like someone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, not only, like, it's one thing to read for myself. It's another thing to read for someone who is one-on-one, right? Because, like, that's, like, potent. It's, you're in it. It's another thing to read for someone else who is a group of people. You got me, number 9? Like, there could be, like, 9 number 9s watching this, and it's like, okay, what's your common story? Or, like, who am I really speaking to? Or, like, what phase of your relationship am I really speaking to? It's another thing to talk about it's another thing to talk about, like, a collective, the number 9s, and their hymns. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just overload. Number 2's reading was a hot mess. I was just like, what? The cards were moving around, and I'm just like, I can't. I don't know who I'm reading for right now. Like, my efforts are are blown. Unless number 2 was seeing multiple people, I was just lost. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be giving the tea on number 2 right now, but if you're number 2 and you watch that one, I don't know what's going on with you guys. Yeah, number 11, balancing act, says you are calm within no matter the fluctuation of outer conditions. I say no. I don't think he's ready to have no heart-to-heart conversation. I will read the whole thing. This is a time when it's important to address the areas of your life where there is discord. Are you fixated on getting your own way? Are you obsessed with one thing, neglecting essential matters that require your attention? Taking your own inventory is necessary toward rebalancing, and it's the only way to reach an equitable solution. Adjust yourself to the solutions of your environment. Baby, come through. That you have no control over. And balance will come much more easily. If there is to be fairness, it must come from you. So, look, honey. Even if you're begging him for this heart-to-heart conversation, he's not having it. Because quite frankly, he just can't actually have a damn heart-to-heart conversation because he is so, like, what heart are you going to be speaking to exactly? He feels like he's hit rock bottom. Things are just shifting in his life. Maybe you came along, I don't know. Maybe you came along because this is also about, like, meeting someone who's shifting things in your world. And either this happened at the same time or, whatever, I don't know. But he's just trying to find balance and he can't. So, like, what heart are you trying to, like, what heart would he even speak from? You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't even know what's up and what's down. This card, you don't know what's up and what's down. This card in reverse, it looks the same way. Look, even sideways, it looks the same way. Like, what's the what? He can't. How? So if you have been trying to have a heart-to-heart with him, he might have to initiate it after he's regained his balance or something. I don't think you can force that. Maybe he's trying to have heart-to-hearts on an unbalanced self. I don't know how he's trying to... That's hard. I've said things when I've been unbalanced and I look over those text messages and I'm just like, ugh. No. I think he is aware that you are something special, because the magical map shifter says it comes to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. So, yeah, perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be, or someone who leads you out of difficulty into a place of safety or success. Baby, could that be you, honey? Alright. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The magical map shifter initiates you into a better version of yourself. And typically when that happens, you guys, that there's a shedding, right? Like, it's uncomfortable. Even if someone is making you into a better you, there's an uncomfortable thing, because then you have to, like, come to terms that who you were wasn't working. Especially after this, trying to, like, climb back up. It's wonderful that you're here to help him. It's just give him some space and some time to, like, sort out what change is coming. He's trying to rebalance, okay? My battery is dying and I have to read for these ones. So I need to charge my thing somehow. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and giving me such a simple reading. I hope that you did get some value from it. Please let me know if you did. It brightens up my day. It really does. I'd love for you to subscribe and stay in the know. It's a pretty transparent channel here, really, for the most part. And if you'd like a private personal reading, there's information in the description box below. Until then, see you in the comments. Keep your light on, and good luck. Hey, number 6, what do you need to know about him? Let's get right to it. What do you need to know about him? What do you need to know about him? Wait. Seriously, that card is coming fresh. No, I'm not doing that. Damn it. I'm not doing that. Damn it. Marsha. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I can't. Follow the leader in protection. Coming apart in protection. listening. Compass. Wishing well. And ride the wave. I'm laughing because this listening card has come up in like damn near all the readings, and I feel like this is them knowing that I'm like tapping into their energy or something, like they're listening. Or I'm actually getting that it's a reminder for me to listen to the question. I'm asking about him, but I'm asking about what you need to know about him for you. So it's very, the messages have been messy. It's just, I hope you get what you can from this, okay? If anything, it makes for a good story, doesn't it? Alright, number 6. What do you need to know about him? Oh, thank you, Romance Angel, for coming through. Oh, what else do you need to know about him? What else do you need to know about him? You guys, was this reverse? I don't remember. What else do you need to know about him? What else do you need to know about him? It's very interesting, this reading, man. Okay, I'm sorry. This is definitely yours. If they come out, then they were yours. I was not feeling good about that. I couldn't. Okay. What does number 6 need to know about him? Alright. See? Isn't that funny how that works out? What does number 6 need to know about him? What does number 6 need to know about him? What does number 6 need to know about him? What does number 6 need to know about him? Okay? You guys, you saw me take those cards away, right? You saw me. Y'all better comment in the comments, honey. What does number 6 need to know about him? Tell me a story. What does number 6 need to know about him? Yep, that was the card that when a lot of them came out, I put it, there was a lot they wanted you to know about him. I just want to make that clear. There was a lot of cards that came out for this person. Okay, so we got, it is safe for you to love in a wonky position. The compass is also in a wonky position. Before it came out like this, and now it's coming out like this. So maybe you just had a change of heart or some shit while this was going on. I don't know. Education came up, and it came up before behind the scenes, and I was like, no. Then I just picked some cards and threw them here because those are the ones that were upright, like Ride the Wave. And Wishing Well also came out. Y'all saw that. Okay, this is real. This is real what happens here. I tell you it's real. It's freaking intense. Okay, Wishing Well talks about... Okay, you guys, this is gonna be very... I need to charge my phone. Yeah, I'll make it happen. Hold on, boo. I'm in a field of dandelions, wishing on everyone that you be mine. Really? Alright, let's see if this works. This might be how this goes. Damn, dirty apes! Oh dear. I'm sorry, number 6. I'm trying to make sure my phone doesn't die mid-reading. I hope you can understand. Trying to situate it next to the plug so that we can have a charged phone and a reading that makes sense. Alright, build it up with iron bars, iron bars, iron bars. Build it up with iron bars, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Are you guys breaking up? I'm gonna feel the dandelions, wishing on everyone that you belong. Does he want you back or something? Who am I picking up on right now? Is this you or him? I don't know. Do you want him back? Does he want you back? Maybe he's not sure. Maybe he's not sure. He's confused. Maybe he's not sure. Yeah, maybe he's not sure. Does he want you back? Does he want you back, number 6? Does he want you back? I think he wants you back. I think he really wants you back. But why is his compass off? Well, his compass is off. I don't know why it's off. Why is his compass off? He doesn't feel like it's safe for him to love. But he wants it to be. Number 6, what's going on? Sorry, I got really quiet. I don't know if this card is for me or for him. Because if you recall, one of the last things I said was, why is his compass out of whack? And then I said, is it safe for him to love? He feels like it, but then he doesn't, because it is in like a weird position. And the education card talks about not having enough information. And I'm not sure if that's for me or if that's for him. Does he not have enough information? Ooh, y'all can see my legs and everything. Like he's trying to figure it out. And he really wants to know. But he can't. Because look at this gold light here and look at this whole gold situation here. He really wants to know, but he can't. Like, he might be forcing something. Does he want you back? And he's... Stop it. You're plugged in. Yeah. My phone was saying low battery again. Maybe he wants you back, but maybe what you wanted before isn't what he's ready to offer you. You get me? Like, romance angels, help a sister out here. What does number 6 need to know about him right now? What does number 6 need to know about him? What does number 6 need to know about him? Oh, y'all, I know you want to say something. What does number 6 need to know about him? Thank you. Unrequited love. Do 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 do. But what do you mean? But what do you mean? 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 It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Wonky. Unrequited love. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Wonky, but feels good in the upright. How do you feel in the reverse? Yeah, I don't feel good in the reverse. I think you're upright. Like wonky-ish. So, what are you saying then about what we need to know about him? It's unrequited love. Okay? So what does he want here then? Is he confused about whether it's safe for him to love or he doesn't really feel interested? Does he think she thinks his love is unrequited? So he wants her back, but she don't want him, or he believes she doesn't want him? What are you telling me? What's the story here? Let's read Wishing Well again. La 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 la. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I need some clarification for Wishing Well. This is not the time to force anything to happen in your life, especially whatever seems to be eluding you. You can't demand that the universe provide you with what you want. Unmet desires can burst into a destructive fire of obsession. Step back. You're not meant to know. Breathe and take your attention away from what you want. Ask instead for what you need. Only the unseen knows how to align desire, inspiration, and its manifest form. As the coin disappears into the mystery of the dark pool at the bottom of the well, have faith. Don't engage in wishful thinking. You must co-create with spirit. Do not make demands. You may yet get what you want. Never forget that life is filled with choices. Make a wish, but be open to the enchanted way in which spirit fulfills your desire. Are you telling me that he believes that this is an unrequited love, whether it is or it isn't, and he feels like it is not safe for him to love, but he does? And he wants this, but he cannot walk away from it, and he needs to, and he's learning what he can to get her back, to get her to do what he needs her to do. I need clarification, boy. What am I clarifying? Let's make this succinct. What does wishing... Can you please clarify wishing well, please? And protection for him? My God. Stormfields? More cards came out, by the way. In protection? Dry desert in protection. Gentle gardener. And golden palace in protection. This is the first reading it's come out in protection. Now, dry desert in protection is similar, very similar to education in this position, because this might be a message for me, or it might be where he's at. I don't know, because he's not here to tell me. Dry desert in protection says, when I'm asking, I'm not allowed to know, right? I'm not allowed to know. I'm just not allowed to know. See, it says, the subject of your inquiry is barren and can't give you anything right now. No matter how beautiful and seductive the shimmering glow of a mirage, this is an illusion. When the dry desert is reversed, it is a warning not to be hypnotized into thinking you will achieve your desire. This well is empty. Which is interesting, because we have the wishing well. It's empty. So key. Consider the gift here, though. Know that while this is not the right place, person, or circumstance for you at the moment, it means that something better, much more fulfilling and life-sustaining is coming. Celebrate the warning and be grateful. This all really fits into the narrative of he wants you, but you don't want him, and he believes it's unrequited love. Or maybe it actually is unrequited love. In which case I would wonder, why the hell did you watch this video? Unless you picked it for a guy that you're just not really into, but he's into you, and you're like, what's this about? If you did, screw you for messing with my mind. And if you did, and that's what this is, please let me know in the comments, because WTF, okay? Yeah, Golden Palace basically says, like, this, there's a lot of, like, this may not be it, but there's more, like, if this is the guy that you've picked for, this is his guidance. Like, maybe some guy is watching this, and he's like, what does she think I think about her? Okay? Yeah, you know, if this feels, if this is, I don't know, this is guidance saying, walk away from, like, you've planted your, whatever you put out in your garden is what you're gonna get back. And if you're planting what you want, you're gonna get it, but this particular moment or this particular person may not be the one for you right now. As in him. What you need to know about him is you may not be the one for him. Okay? Is the guidance for him. What you need to know about him is that you may not be the one for him, from what's going on his end. And reversed, oh, God, I freaking love, you see his placement here? You see his placement? I love it. The Golden Palace talks about a very similar message to what the Wishing Well in Protection talks about, which is let go of your hold tight on what you believe security should look like. Now is the time to conserve your energy and count your blessings. There will be enough money, love, youth, food to go around. A mindset of fear and lack will shut off the flow of true abundance. Trust in the tides. And then it goes on, and then the storm here talks about now is not the time to engage in activity that brings unwanted chaos or drama into your life. This kind of storm can be destructive, and you'll regret your actions later. Hurtful words will be carried. Find shelter. This turbulent weather will pass. Your house will be untouched. Say no to drama. Wait till the storm blows over. So I don't know what happened with you guys, but I think we have a very good idea of what this message is from all the stuff that I've said and all the cards that are saying the same thing to back up what was going on earlier. It is, I feel like he might believe it is safe for him to love, or he wants to believe that it's safe for him to love, but it may not be safe for him to love right now. His compass is out of whack and he's not listening to his guidance over the situation. He's listening to maybe his ego. He believes it might be not unrequited love, and maybe it isn't. I don't know y'all's situation. Number 6, you better hit me up. You better say something. But it might be unrequited love at this moment, or it just is unrequited love, because all of these cards are kind of supporting that message. Oh. Hugs to number 6, wherever he is in this world, because this is not it right now. Number 6, lady. Oh, hugs to number 6 is, man question. Number 6, I better hear from you in the comments. I don't know what the heck that was about, but that's very interesting, very different from the readings I've gotten. Let's pull some guidance for you. You got Gentle Gardener and commitment. What? The commitment talks about, in the upright position, talks about, this is the commitment. You'll be getting that, just be careful of the commitments that you're getting yourself into. In this is, be careful of the commitments that you're getting into. Be cautious, move slowly. Gentle Gardener says, be careful of what you're planting. Be careful of the weeds, the goblins in your field. So if you're going forward with this guy and you feel like you should look at it again, don't force yourself into a commitment that you are really not feeling. Be careful of that. Be careful of, what you plant, because it will come alive, and you want to make sure you don't have any bad eggs in the field. Oh, I really want to hear from you, number 6. Okay. Alrighty. God, it's 3 a.m. Okay. Oh, I have 2 more. Jeez Louise. Hey, number 3s. What do you need to know about him? What does number 3 need to know about him? And what does number 3 need to know about him? What does number 3 need to know about him? I'm not doing that. Sorry. You need to know a lot about him, but I can't. We did see Peaks of Joy, so what does number 3 need to know about him? Oh, you guys. I'll come back if I need to, okay? I just can't with that. What does number 3 need to know about him? What does number 3 need to know about him? Alright. Unexpected visitors. Coming to life. Education and protection. Yeah. Sorry, I was laughing at my arm hair. Not you. It is safe for you to love. Gosh. Soulmate. So hairy. True love. I've never seen that before. That I remember. Attraction. Look, the short and skinny snapshot message I'm getting here is really cute, actually, but frustrating in its own way. I think you are unexpected in his world. You guys are growing. No, I'm gonna have to look this up. It definitely feels like an awakening. Something has been woke in him. Which is this belief of you possibly being a soulmate. Or at least he thinks he's found a soulmate. Look, I don't know if it's you or not. And he believes it's true love and the attraction is there. However, he's being stubborn about something. And he doesn't feel like it's safe for him to love. So he's scared of this connection that you all have. He is waking up to it, and I think he is aware of it. And he's scared of it. He doesn't feel like it's safe for him to love. Although the attraction is undeniable, you were very unexpected and a surprise to him, or at least maybe the realization of you and who you are and the light that you are in his world, except he's kind of also still kind of attached to this darkness. This, not darkness, but like this mood. That's the snapshot. Since I've given everybody in-depth as hell readings, we're 2 hours in, number 3. Let's see what we can figure out for you. Like I explained before, it's one thing to read for myself. It's one thing to read for one person. It's one thing to read for a collective of people who picked number 3. It's another thing to pick for a collective who picked number 3 and their individual, hymns. So, the book has been a very good friend of mine during this 2 hours. Alright. These are really cute, though. It's really, really cute. Seems cute, anyway. Last time I said that, I got screwed over. So something beautiful is being born in your life. That's the coming to life card. It talks about, okay, when you look at your life, can you see how you've grown and evolved over time? Perhaps you've shed skins and identities and created new ones, or at the very least matured in your ideas about yourself and the world you inhabit. You know things take time, and spirit's timetables rarely in sync with your own. Ain't that the truth? This card indicates that a long-held dream is beginning to show signs of life. You must not try to coax it along or shape it according to your desires. Spirit knows what's best. La la la. Now is the time for reverence and awe. Allow the contours of your path to be carved by the hands of the divine. All you have to do is show up, and I think that's there is some like some fear, like some, like, oh, I don't know, like he knows. I mean, these are the cards, okay? Like, these are, I don't remember seeing a reading where they were both upright. So this is really meaningful, and even for education to be in reverse, and it is safe for you to love to be in reverse. Protection, it's not that bad. He is having a moment with this love connection. And I do feel very comfortable calling it a love connection because I don't see this often. So this is kind of special. So he really... Alright. I feel like he might be looking for signs, right? Like, he knows. He knows that, or he believes, rather, that you are his soulmate, that he has found true love. Again, maybe it's not you, maybe it's just, period. But he wants certainty. Like, he wants to know without a shadow of a doubt. Because he doesn't feel safe to love. Here. That line says, a strident lust for certainty will never bring you the wisdom you seek. Be assured that not knowing is a magical place. All manner of mysteries are revealed. Be open. It's okay not to know. So he wants to know that it's okay for him to love you. He wants to know that it's okay for him to be in this space. And I'm not sure if you've been trying to convince him, if you've been standoffish, or if you've been whatever. And that's obviously something he's going to have to figure out on his own. And I'm not saying write him a love letter and a sonnet or anything like that, but I don't really know what you could do to help with this situation. If you even can or should. I mean, we could ask. I'm just scared to ask. Let's see. What could number 3 do? If number 3 is a soulmate, if number 3 is the true love that him thinks, that number 3's him thinks number 3 is. What could number 3, what guidance could we give number 3 for this situation? Yeah. This didn't pop out, but I saw it. And it felt right. In reverse. So it says move, but move slowly. This is what I was saying. Like, you can't really... For someone to feel safe, they kind of have to, like... Not necessarily, like, feel safe on their own, but... For men, sometimes, safety is not in speed, but in slowness, certainty, and... Like... Security can come in the form of knowing that it'll be there tomorrow. In a way, I guess. Like, consistency. Like, is this just a honeymoon phase? Is this really real? Sometimes the only way to know that something is really real is to see that it's there and it's not rushing. Because if it was real, it'd be lasting. And if it's real, it'd be maybe move slow. So, I think this is one of my favorite cards. It's so beautiful to me. Slow movement. Let's see what that says so that you walk out with as much guidance as possible and figure out what sticks out to your situation too. Do you feel as if you're walking in circles, seemingly not getting anywhere? Consider the spiral that travels up and around, 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. Even backward movement helps you progress and reach your goal. You may need to revisit some of the places where you forgot to look for treasure. Another message is this. Lessons need repeating for those who refuse or are unable to learn for the first time. Consider this an invitation to mastery. The movement card says you are in a time of positive forward movement. So, whatever you got from that, cool. My interpretation of that is move, continue moving, continue being with him, and blah, 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 if you want. But, yeah, don't rush things. I'm really glad I did that, because after seeing this, one might be, like, spewing their love all over somebody, but that might actually cause them to retreat. So I'm really glad that this came up, and that's why I was like, yeah, no, this is it. Alright, number 3. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I'd love for you to like the video if you'd like to, subscribe if you'd like to, and Thank you for clicking on this video. You could have clicked on any other video and spent your time watching it. I hope you found value in it. Okay? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Keep your light on and good luck. Number 4! Welcome to your reading. I had to change the camera because, you guys, my battery was dying. I've been on for 2 freaking hours. The dedication is real. I think that deserves a bit of a thumbs up. 2 hours. It's 3:30 a.m. right now. But I felt like I needed to do this. Golly. Alright, let's get into your reading. What do you need to know about him? What do number 4s need to know about him? What does number 4 need to know about him? Okay. That's weird. I saw it. So, but anyway, what is number... Yeah. Alright. Anything else number 4 needs to know about him? I don't know what to do with this. God dang it. Oh. What to do? Thanks for that. I appreciate that. Okay. Well, before I get excited, well, I don't know if I need to get excited, should I? Sometimes people don't want certain things that I think they want, so I have to be careful. What does number 4 need to know about him? What is number... Oh, okay. Oh, I'm so glad I paused. Okay, I get it. Okay, let's see if you match up. Okay, let me just say this now in case that's a message for someone. He wants to move forward with you. He's learned from his mistakes, and he's cleaning up what he needs to clean up within himself, or he wants to. He wants to, like, if he hurt you in some way, if you guys broke up or you were separated for some reason, I think he wants to clean house. He wants to come and make things right with you. I'm just looking for extra guidance here. No, that's not it. Yeah, I think he's letting go of whatever. If my initial thing is he wants to clean up whatever loose ends you guys had, or whatever clutter is going on with you guys, because he's learned from his mistakes. He's learned from the wisdom. He's looking at the storm and maybe the argument that you guys had, I don't know, and he's being like, wow, like, I've learned a lot, I've come a long way, and I'm thinking he wants to make it right. Maybe he hurt you and he wants to he wants to heal himself, and he sees that part of healing you is a part of the journey to that. So that's a message I'm getting from this spread so far. Let's see what the romance angels have to say. What does number 4 need to know about him? Okay. Keep an open mind. That's also been showing up in a lot of the readings. Yeah, he's cautiously moving forward towards you, I believe. Anything else number 4 needs to know about him? true love in reverse. Anything else number 4 needs to know about him? Alright. So, I think he thought whatever you guys, whatever his idea was, whatever he thought was going on wasn't. Now, the deception didn't pop up, but when I see true love, it's about love, but to me it reads more about something that you really thought was real, something that you really wanted is what it is. Like you thought it was like really real, like you thought it was true, like this is like, that thing. So when it comes up in reverse, on the one hand, I get he thought that what you guys had was something that it wasn't, that it didn't turn out to be, through maybe whatever happened between you two. He is keeping an open mind, and he's being optimistic, but maybe he thinks he hurt you too badly, and either way he wants to come. Maybe this is an apology. Either way he wants to come and apologize, and he's trying to be optimistic about keeping an open mind and maybe thinking like, oh, this could work out, or this could be a message to you that slipped in somehow from when I was like, what, true love? And maybe the cards are like, but wait, tell her to stay optimistic. I don't know, I'm sorry. But that message could be, again, him. It could be you thinking, after all the stuff that he's been through, coming towards you with, to heal you through healing him. He maybe has realized, like, I'm much wiser. I don't think we're it, but I want to clear the air. And he, the message from the angels is for you to stay optimistic. Or he thinks either way he wants to keep an open mind and stay optimistic about his love life, whatever that is. Anything else from Red's Angels? Just one card. What do I need to know about? What does number 4 need to know about him? Maybe about that or that. That would be nice. No. Alright, no. Finances and career. Forgiving and learning. Free yourself. Calling your soulmate. Deception. Didn't I say deception didn't show up and I was just saying some stuff? I forgot what I was saying about that. So if it could come back to me, that would be really nice. So what I was thinking about when I shuffled was about the stay optimistic about your love life and the true love. I do believe that this process is him trying to free himself here. And also possibly freeing himself or understanding that whatever was happening, there was maybe some stresses over finances, over maybe where he was at, maybe this is where he's at now, and it somehow guided him to this path. Or maybe you all were, I don't know, arguing about this, I don't know. Forgiving and learning, I think. But why are you in reverse? As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Yeah, but why are you in reverse? Why didn't you come out upright? What are you saying? Oh, I think he might be really crucifying himself over whatever happened between you two. Like this dynamic here with this woman. Like that's him lording it over himself, I think. Deception. I think he probably wants to, I'm thinking come clean. I don't know, I've never gotten that before from deception. This is new. But I'm looking at this angel trying to like rip this hair off this beautiful person here. And I feel like maybe this is him. I don't know. I hope. Calling in your soulmate. This card always confuses me. I think this relates to the staying optimistic about your love life. And maybe this deception could be about him believing that you are his true love, or this was a real thing, and maybe he wants to either figure it out, or he believes that he was deceived about this. I don't know. Yeah, well, didn't I say that about that earlier? Like he thought this was it, but it wasn't, and da 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 da. Because when I was asking where these cards came up was when I was asking about tell me about true love or stay optimistic. So I think I might be coming to try again. I mean, I'm a romantic. I really hope I didn't taint this reading. I don't think I did. A lot of the cards are supportive. Yeah, I think he wants to try and see. Yeah, I think he wants to try and see. Any final word on this? Got the follow the leader card in protection. I'm gonna read that from the book. See if we can tie this together. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. The follow the leader card offers a gentle push to get up and take the lead. Alright, we got that here. In a relationship or partnership, be the one to voice what must be said. Right? We got that here. Okay? Muster your courage and speak your needs aloud. Affirm what you like and what you feel. Didn't I say that? Cleaning house. And healing. Both him and yours. Don't just hope for someone else to fix the problems you see. It wasn't for yourself here? Yeah. If your inquiry is about a career or a project, oh. Sorry, y'all didn't need to hear that. I'm so tired. If it's about a personal relationship, you must be clear about your intentions and desires. Boldly begin a discussion about how things really are. Bitch, didn't I fucking say deception and this true love shit and like calling in your soulmate? Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that? Thank you for confirming. I'm not being biased. Probably, but I feel like... if you're new to my channel, I do swear. I hope that didn't offend you, but at the same time, welcome to my channel. Boldly begin a discussion about how things really are and how to make a situation work for the highest good of all. Do this as soon as possible. You Russian. You may be pleasantly surprised by the results. So, I mean, if you're watching this and you're about it, cool. Let me know if and when he comes, because I love a good love story. If you want him, but if you don't want him, still let me know when he comes, and then give us the tea. All right. Yeah. This is also about letting go and moving forward. Okay. And he probably actually thinks he's heading into a shitstorm. Maybe you guys really did have like a really big argument. Now she's looking like she's going in. Preparing herself to go to battle. Wakanda forever! Hey Foy, thank you so much for ending this on a cute note. For me, anyway. I don't know your situation, you know, sometimes I can't help but think of my own situation and how it would be nice to get that apology or whatever, you know. So sometimes I read things from that perspective, and sometimes it turns out to be all right. And I try not to put my own biases in, but I also know that the readings, they do use my, obviously, my energies and like my feelings to direct the reading. You know what I mean? Like that's how I connect through how I'm feeling. So sometimes I feel hopeful about certain things working out, and I feel like maybe I'm picking up on someone's energy, but I'm thinking it's me. I feel hopeful about this. But then I've also seen readings where I'm like, that's a Casanova, leave that man alone. And that was a very, very true type reading for me. So I don't know. Let me know, you know, where you're at with this, and I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're well. If you did have I forgot to say, if you did play a part in whatever argument you had and you've had time to reflect, definitely apologize for, you know, if it's that kind of thing. I don't know what happened. There could have been abuse. I don't know. But, you know, make amends for whatever hurt you may have added to the situation as well. And don't wear a mask. That deception could also be, I mean, it's not about you, but deception can go both ways. You know, don't wear a mask. Be naked. Not just physically, but emotionally, which is the most scariest of the nakeds. The emotional nakedness, where you're balls out with what you feel, all of what you feel. And I'm not saying spew, but, you know. Okay, number 4. I appreciate you being here. I have to be up in a couple of hours. I did it for the love. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you like the video, like the video. If you think you want to share the video, share the video. If you would like, I'd like you to join the Luz Lumiere family by subscribing. It's got some really cool stuff coming up. And if you'd like a personal reading, hit me up. Until then, keep your light on. And good luck.